Hello, you guys. Welcome back. I hope you all had a great weekend. Tonight, we step into a life that didn't just exist, it illuminated the world. So, tomorrow is May 7th, Rabindranath Tagore's birthday. And I thought, before we celebrate him, why not take a moment tonight to really understand who he was and why he still matters so much? In the long history of humanity, very few names shine the way his does. Rabindranath Tagore. Born on May 7, 1861, in the vibrant heart of Calcutta, a child who would grow up to become a voice for the world. He was many things: a poet, a philosopher, a musician, a visionary. But two honors made history. And listen, he became the first non European Nobel laureate in literature in 1913, opening the doors of the West to the spiritual depth of the East. And even more beautifully, he became the only poet in the world to give voice to not one but two nations: India's Janagana Mana and Bangladesh's Amar Sonar Bangla. Among his countless creations, one stands quietly above the rest: Geetanjali, a collection of song offerings so pure, so deep, that even the greatest poets of Europe were moved to silence and tears. But this journey did not begin in greatness. It began with a child, young Rabindranath, the youngest of 13 children, growing up in a house full of art, music, and thought. Yet he did not belong in classrooms. To him, school felt like a cage. His real education was outside, in the rustling leaves, in the falling rain, in the rhythm of nature. By the age of 8, he was already writing poetry. And by 1877, at just 16 years, he published poems under the name Bhanu Simha. So refined, they were mistaken for ancient classics. In 1878, he was sent to England to study law. But his soul had other plans. By 1880, he returned to India, choosing not courts, but creativity. In 1890, his life took a quiet but powerful turn. Living on a houseboat on the Padma River in Shilaidaha, he watched the lives of farmers, fishermen, ordinary people, and something changed. His writing became deeper, more human, more real. Then came a dream to change education. In 1901, he moved to Shantiniketan and created a school without walls. Children learned under the open sky, free, curious, alive. That dream grew into Vishwabharati University, a place where the world meets in one nest. In 1912, he carried Geetanjali to London, translated into English. The world listened. And in 1913, history was made: the Nobel Prize. Soon after, he was knighted by the British. But Tagore's greatness was not in titles, it was in courage. After the tragic Jallianwala Bagh incident, his heart refused to stay silent. He gave up his knighthood, not quietly but with dignity, standing with his people instead of power. He became a voice of conscience, a great sentinel of India's spirit, a friend and thinker who shared a deep bond with Mahatma Gandhi, a name he himself gave. In the years that followed, he traveled across the world over 30 countries, speaking of unity, warning against blind nationalism, reminding humanity that we are one. In 1930, he met Albert Einstein, a poet and a physicist, sitting together discussing truth, the universe, and existence itself. Even in his later years, his creativity did not slow. It transformed into art, into paintings, into new forms of expression. And then, on August 7th, 1941, in the same home where his journey began, he took his final breath. He did not live to see independence, but his words became the soul of a nation, of two nations. Even today, his voice whispers through time, reminding us of a world where knowledge is free, where the clear stream of reason flows without fear, without boundaries. So tonight, just slow down for a moment and feel. Feel the difference between learning and awakening, between being taught and being truly inspired. Think about the way we learn today. The rush, the pressure, the unnecessary competition, the addictions, the constant need to prove. And then gently imagine a different world. A child sitting under a tree, learning from the wind, from the sky, from life itself. No fear, no comparison, just curiosity and joy. Once upon a time, a man didn't just imagine this world, he actually created it. He showed us that education could be free, alive, limitless. Not something we carry as a burden, but something we breathe. And maybe, just maybe, the future we're searching for already existed once before. What a soul, what a vision, what a beautiful gift this land was given. I hope we learned something today about this truly great visionary. Let's meet again on Friday with a very emotional and a heartwarming story. Until then, stay curious, stay kind. This is your story angel D signing off.